Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the fourth and final season of The Good Place, which has flown by. The first episode is called A Girl from Arizona Part 1. Season 3 recap?
Yeah, so a whole new timeline has been sort of reset. Michael essentially the judge allows Michael to send all four back before the time they died to see if they can sort of make the same choices, if they make the same choices again, or they actually make better choices in their lives. But he's not allowed to tamper. He's allowed to go there once and that's about it. But he happens to tamper with everything, messes everything up. The judge finds out. Trevor from the Bad Place gets involved, so does Sean. To the point where the judge calls Michael and Janet back, and she's about to say, "You're going to be what was the word? You're going to be retired," essentially. Yeah. But they managed to escape because all the stuff that Janet tried to conjure in the on Earth, which she can't do because she doesn't have powers. All the stuff that was in sort of like a printer queue got conjured up in that void. Yeah. Which is kind of hilarious. So they escape. They decide to.
They set up in the journalist department.
Yeah, they set up in the yeah, exactly. And they sort of tried to keep the group together by letting Eleanor win lottery tickets off the back of the knowledge that Janet had of, which tickets would win, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But eventually, Tahani falls in love with Larry Hemsworth, and she decides to leave. And Chidi and Simone decide that the experiment sort of run its course.
Yeah.
So Michael panics and he's like, "Okay, we got to do this all over again." And he's about to leave and open. He has the key to the door. Sorry, but the group spot him. So he's like, he has to tell them everything that happened, their lives, their deaths, Jeremy Bearimy, and they can't go to the Good Place anymore because the experiments essentially failed. So Eleanor decides to go back to being Eleanor. Chidi has a complete meltdown. He decides to put the peeps in the chili. That song is still stuck in my head as well. And Jason and Tahani decide to get together to do good, essentially, give money to people who need it. But Eleanor then comes up with a plan that why don't they decide to, if they can't be good themselves, as in they can't get into the good place, why don't we just do good for the people around us, especially the people that they love? So they develop the Soul Squad and decided to go to the people they care about and reconnect with them, but also try and get them to be good. Eleanor's mother, what was Chidi's one?
No, there wasn't one for Chidi.
There wasn't one for Chidi.
Well, no, I suppose Chidi's one was him obviously telling Simone the truth and obviously.
That was it. That was a good point. Chidi didn't have to worry about that stuff because he had his own problems of trying to break up with Simone. Jason's father, which failed, but he managed to get Pillboy on board, and Tahani's sort of reconnected with her sister. After that, Michael sort of decides that they should go visit Doug Fawcett to see if he's got the blueprint of living a good life. So let's see how he does it. But it all gets messed up because he's just obsessive. Sean gets involved. They all have to escape into Janet's void, where Michael and Janet decide to go visit the accountant's office to see why isn't this working, essentially. So I
think it was to see how many points Doug actually has. And essentially see what his total score is, and then they realize that nobody's got into the Good Place in the 500 years.
500 years, that was pretty messed up.
Interestingly, while the group are in the void, Jason and Tahani, who are married at this point, see that Jason was married to Janet. And obviously Chidi and Eleanor were in love. She then tells Chidi we were in love, and basically
they get together then. They get together then.
They do. That's the beginning.
And then at the accountant's office where they're all brought Janet has to vomit them back out of her void. No, she doesn't vomit that. They send them
they just kind of pop out.
Yeah, pop out. They take a male chute to the good place, but it's at the male depot, which is kind of funny. And from there, he calls the committee. What was the committee?
The useless committee.
The useless committee. I don't know. I forgot what they were exactly.
It's the committee of the good place. Yeah, they just end up not agreeing on anything.
It's not even they don't agree on anything. They just don't. They don't make a plan, but the plan's execution is like 400 years later, kind of thing.
1400 years
something really weird. Michael figures out that the reason no one's been in the good place for 500 years because the same actions that people took in the past now have unintended consequences in the present, which is weird. Like he uses the example of picking roses, someone picking roses for his grandmother, and it was as simple as picking the rose and giving it, and now you would order it from whatever company, and the delivery and the carbon footprint and it's made from someone who is in really bad working conditions, yada yada, and all those minus points get accumulated to that one person, which is messed up. So off the back of that, he proposes to the judge in the IHOP, which is the international was it international Hole of Pancakes or something like that? No, it's not international. It's interdimensional.
No, it's
interdimensional. Yeah. And he proposes to the judge, why don't you go to Earth and see how messed up it is? The judge does see how messed up it is. So they decide to rerun the experiment with 4 different people and see if we get the same results. Because that might be a better way to decide whether you're good.
The bad place get to decide who those 4 people are. So
Michael's allowed to design it, and Sean's allowed to pick the 4 people. But the genius of the evil genius that Sean is, he decides to pick people that sort of have an issue or have a connection with our 4 heroes, essentially. Michael's about to welcome. Sorry, Janet's building this new good place with Derek, who's now very smart, except for he's got problems with martinis. And Michael breaks down because he has a final call with Sean, and Sean kind of psychs him out. So the first person who has to welcome Eleanor is... Sorry, the first person who has to welcome the new good person is Eleanor, which kind of gets messed up.
She ends up taking Michael's place, and essentially the first person that they speak to is like a journalist who, in turn, everyone who's going to be there is going to torture the gang, basically. So it's a journalist who wrote bad things about Tahani. Simone ends up obviously dying, so she's meant to torture Chidi, and before they introduce the third person, we end where Chidi decides that the only way for it to work is he has to essentially Michael has to wipe his memory. And the whole episode, that was a really sad episode.
That was a really sad ending, because it was almost like losing a main character. So I get it, because for him he's like the greater good, but Eleanor loses someone again. It almost feels like abandonment, which I don't remember us talking about. So let's see what this episode holds. Season 4, episode 1, A Girl from Arizona, part 1. Let's check it out.
Wow! Wow! It's perfect. Everything is just perfect. I am so happy.
This must be killing her.
Oh yeah.
Utterly, completely, 100% perfect.
Let's get this moving. Your new home, complete with 2 of your favorite things: floor-to-ceiling bookshelves and
reading lights.
Hold out your hand and think about a book.
Oh wow.
Oh, I can summon philosophy books like Thor's hammer. This is literally my #1 dream. I forgot your name.
Eleanor.
Eleanor. Right.
Oh.
Sorry. Eleanor.
God.
Who cares if he doesn't remember my name?
You do.
I mean, cool. I believe that we're destined to succeed. There is nothing that the bad place can throw at us that we can't handle.
Oh no.
We are an incredible, inspiring, brilliant group of
supercharged D-bag ass-wiping maniacs. I mean, look at you.
Oh wow, he's talking to his own team. Oh, I get the contrast.
You all suck, donkey butts.
He's getting emotional about it.
Val, who's a bigger skid mark than Val?
Maybe your mom.
Well,
God.
We have Jason, who can
be Jason.
and marching.
Oh, that's so savage.
Eleanor Shellstrop.
Yay!
There's no problem we can't solve.
There is no problem we can't create. Let's kick things off with our official Bad Place song.
K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids.
Ooh, are we singing?
Shut up, Glenn.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, Glenn.
Who are you?
Linda, come on in.
Oh, who does she know?
Linda Johansson are in the good place.
That's nice.
Oh, she don't give a shit.
She's happy.
Do you have any questions?
Is there a fitness center?
This is the good place, paradise.
That's nice.
What's wrong with her?
She's not fake. She's got like just a blank expression, isn't it?
Linda, this is Janet. If you want anything at all, Janet can bring it to you. A baby elephant made of pure light that tells you true secrets about the universe.
Shirley Temple killed JFK.
Oh, wow. Oh shit.
Why would you want to know that?
Can I have a peppermint?
Sure.
I'm gonna go over there now.
Oh, wow.
Is she not phased?
Brent, come on in.
Who the hell is this?
I can't make a joke these days. Everything's so PC. And I was an equal opportunity offender, okay? I made jokes about everybody.
What the hell is an equal opportunities offender?
My dentist was a black woman.
The hell has that got to do with anything?
A secretary. Great.
Not a secretary.
Fine, fine. Executive assistant. Here we go with all the terms we gotta learn, right? You know what I'm saying.
Well, I'm not part of this.
No idea. No idea.
I like how Michael's like, leave me out of
the
this.
opposite.
Brent is definitely here to annoy the fork out of me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. She immediately didn't like him.
So I'll be monitoring the 4 new humans. A modified point system will be applied to their actions for the next year, and then we'll know how much better or worse their behavior is.
Was that the guy doing the weird sex thing?
I think so.
We start him out on this side because we're like, what's your deal? And when we feel we have a handle on who they are, we move them to this side. Party time.
This is kind of funny how she has to explain this.
Derek, what are you doing here? You're supposed to stay at Mindy's.
Before I leave, can I have a hug? In celebration of everything that we created.
Okay.
This is hilarious.
It's so awkward.
Derek.
He knows he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, he is.
What about shaking someone by the head? What does that mean?
Oh boy.
What the hell is she doing?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. None of this is real.
Huh?
Clearly I was in some kind of horrible accident. I'm on my deathbed and this entire thing is just a hallucination.
Oh my gosh, she doesn't believe that she's there.
I'm just gonna wander around until I wake up or die. See you later, figments of my imagination.
Oh no.
So the one person they thought they had on their side is just thinks she's hallucinating.
The system is so complex that if I lose concentration for even 1/1000th of a second, the entire neighborhood could collapse in on itself like a dying star.
Yeah.
Also, Brent wants a BLT.
Oh my god, she's actually turned into his assistant.
If Simone doesn't think this is real, she definitely won't become a better person.
Who can convince her that this actually is the afterlife?
Chidi.
I know who it should be.
If you say Blake Bortles, I'm gonna slap you a lot.
Chidi.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it has to be Chidi.
I don't know. Simone isn't struggling with a philosophy problem. She's just, you know, like, being silly.
Eleanor.
Oh, Eleanor.
Look what my brain did!
Oh my
It's not real,
god.
and neither are you. I'm in a coma, and none of this is real.
She's just singing about it.
I will destroy you.
Oh.
Janet is, and always will be,
my mommy girlfriend.
Yep, that's weird.
That is weird.
No.
Oh.
There's no way that Derek wins.
How is Brent doing?
About the same, I'd say.
Princeton. Graduated in the top half of the bottom half of my class.
Top half or the bottom half?
We have to introduce Simone to Chidi.
Why? I think she's doing great.
Oh my god.
All the cake pushing out of her system.
Eleanor.
He had his memories erased so he could help people. And if we don't let him help Simone, it'll be all for nothing.
And she's got a point. What was the point of erasing his memory then?
Exactly.
Don't push her.
Oh my god. She's become a menace.
St. John's University in Sydney?
Of course. I used to teach there. I must have seen his name on the faculty list, and now my dying brain is just leaking out random information.
Ah.
I want something else to get me through this.
Nice meeting you.
Well, nice to meet you too. Cute guy generated by my rapidly decaying temporal lobe. Doop 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 doop.
How are they going to get through to her?
I mean, that was a good song.
It's bad enough that you guys have taken over my house for a year and I've had to move into the attic, but now I have to walk in to find Darth Vader's turd in the middle of my living room.
It's you? Okay. Well, you certainly don't have the Derek's.
Oh.
Did he have cherries in his martini glass?
Yeah.
Oh, faceplant.
Surely your brain would imagine something weirder than just a nice cocktail party.
That's true.
Oh, you mean like that?
Attention! I have been Derek.
Oh
no.
my god.
Oh, in my head, I'm gonna go eat a knife.
No.
Attention! Murder has been me.
Murder has been me.
I was scared Derek was trying to slide into your DMs. I hate being scared. It's scary.
I don't have time for this. I am running a neighborhood and its residents.
And Brent won't stop calling me for stuff. Ugh.
She has kind of got a lot on her plate, let's be honest.
How are you enjoying the good place?
It's good.
Everyone's flying. You don't want to go flying any higher?
No, thanks.
Oh my god. That's how far she wants to go.
You also enjoyed listening to birds? Man, you don't even look at them?
Oh my god. What is wrong with this lady?
I'm gonna go get another peppermint.
Come on,
Damn.
You can have literally anything you could possibly.
Oh
shit.
What the hell?
Why is she... She's a menace.
She's not human.
You sent a demon in disguise as
Oh
one of the
my
subjects?
god.
Yes, he did, Your Honor.
Who is it? Of
the mailman.
course.
He put the experiment at risk, and he attacked me and Eleanor.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, where's your shirt?
No wonder one of the first questions that she had was, does this have a fitness center? Does this place have a fitness center?
Oh yes, of course, yeah.
This outrageous act must be punished.
Mm-hmm.
Chidi will be the fourth subject in this experiment.
No.
He's perfect because he's already had his memories erased. Although you can't erase that booty.
Calm down, Judge. Jesus.
Keep it in your robe.
What she means is, thank you, Your Honor, we accept.
No, she meant keep it in your robe.
If you so much as breathe on this experiment again, I will personally rip off your eyelids and make you watch heartwarming videos of soldiers coming home to their dogs.
I've been down that rabbit hole.
Seems like you're royally forking this up, just like we knew you would.
Punch her.
Take off and give Sean a message for me. Tell him that we
Poking
said
her,
it.
basically.
Booyah!
You're bad at insults, Mike.
No, show me how you're gonna do it. No, it's important that she does the hand thing because it really drives the point home.
To be continued. And that's the end of the episode. Thoughts?
I had no idea that was a demon. I don't know why. I
Neither
just
did I.
genuinely thought she was a
Neither did I.
boring old lady. but-
Yeah. And look, I was actually a bit suspicious when she said, is there a fitness center? And I was like, okay, what are you
I
going to...
thought
Maybe she
that,
just
but
wants
then
to
I thought-
walk. But it's you're
Yeah,
out.
maybe- yeah,
You can walk outside. That'd be weird. And I didn't realise until... right up until the moment she punched Eleanor. Then I was what's going on? As soon as she started flying and punching me, was like, that's not human. Yeah, that's not a human person.
Yeah. Which was interesting. Obviously, that was the plan. But I think Simone, again, she's a neuroscientist. We knew that. How is she not accepting? Oh well, I get how she's not accepting it, but it's like I thought she'd be okay.
I mean, that is the perfect, reasonable explanation of why she's not accepting it, because she's a neuroscientist.
But it's
so her first thought is this is exactly how your brain would behave if you were in a situation where you're near having like you're on your deathbed kind of thing. So something really crazy needs to happen to shake her out of that belief, or to kind of make her believe that, okay, no, I am actually dead.
What was funny was I thought Chidi would be able to do that, but he actually was like, I'll see you later. No, he just listened to her for like 10 minutes.
That was normal as well, because he was just like, okay, this is a crazy lady in front of me. I want nothing to do with this. I just want to go and read a book under a reading light kind of thing. I felt sorry for Eleanor when he was like, what's your name?
What I was saying was, obviously they must have, I don't know what his house looked like beforehand, but essentially Eleanor would have made it nice for him in terms of everything that he would want. I
feel for Janet. Janet's got too much on her plate. She has to deal with everything. The fact that she has to look after everything, and if a little bit goes wrong, then it all just collapses. That means she has to it's like you have to focus all the time, and then she's been given instructions by Eleanor to look after this and look after that and look after this and look after that, and it's gonna be a bit too much. Chidi's gonna be what?
Well, she's gonna be the fourth one.
Yeah.
They're all just a random bunch, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're such a random bunch, honestly. Like, it's like even. Yeah, I kind of. I feel sorry for Chidi.
What was so bad about the Brent guy? Is it just he's like a misogynist and sexist and
he's just.
He doesn't know that he's doing it, or he doesn't see anything wrong with it, kind of thing.
I don't think he sees anything wrong with it. He just doesn't think. He's just like.
That would definitely piss Eleanor off and piss anyone off, to be honest. So we got to make them good. Him. Oh, who was the first guy? John? Is it John?
Yes. The journalist was called the journalist.
Yeah. Brent, Simone, and Chidi. Those are our 4 new people.
Do you know what? Okay, think of it like this. That ethics class is going to be a nightmare.
Yeah, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
But how do you do the ethics class?
I don't know. How do you get them in there?
The person that they have to make good has to teach the ethics class to the other people?
Well, essentially, it's the same as it's the same as all the other season or the first season, but we're looking at it from where Michael was sitting now. So
true.
But then, how do you?
But Chidi needed the people around him to make him less neurotic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The people around him now are the 3 other Simone, John, and Brent.
Yeah, why would they want to learn ethics?
So Eleanor has to really be close to him to make sure they don't pull him to their level. Do you know what I mean? That makes sense.
I see what you mean. Yes, yeah. They don't corrupt him, basically.
Yeah. So it might be weird. It might be weird him being the 4th person in the experiment.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens in part 2. Great episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of the episode and our reaction to it? But other than that, please like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.